questions in English, 5 minutes on the clock, and a native speaking English teacher. Welcome to 5 Minute Friday. Hi everyone, my name is Chris and welcome to 5 Minute Friday. These are of course the series of videos where I answer your questions that you have left me on my videos here on YouTube. I've put some questions from you into this bag. I'm going to put 5 minutes onto my timer like so. There we go, 5 minutes. Let's start. Let's go to question number 1. And question number 1 is... what is the difference between I watched TV and I was watching TV? Okay, so they're both in the past. I watched TV and I was watching TV. But the first one is what we call the simple past. In French, you normally call it the prétérite. I watched TV and it's finished. Okay, it's something that happened in the past and it's finished. I watched TV yesterday, for example. Okay, it's finished. I was watching TV. This means in my past, I was doing an activity that went for a period of time and then it was stopped. It was interrupted by something. I was watching TV when the phone rang. So I stopped watching TV. I was doing it for a period of time, but then I stopped because the phone rang. And this one is called the past continuous. Some people call it the past progressive. It's also sometimes called was, were plus ing. There's many names for it, but yes, it means something that was happening in the past for a period of time and then it was interrupted or stopped. It was raining yesterday. For a period of time, it rained, but then it stopped. It was raining yesterday. So that's our difference between those two. I have a couple of videos on that. If you'd like to have some more information, I'll find the link and I'll put it in the description for you. But now let's go to question number 2. Are you going to do a winter vocabulary video? No, I wasn't planning on it. I have many videos planned. Things that people have asked me, but I wasn't going to do a winter vocabulary one. I'll just give you a few words now, maybe a few expressions, something that could maybe help you. I am wearing a Christmas jumper today. Some people call it a Christmas jumper. Some people call it a Christmas sweater. Some people call it a Christmas pullover. They are all the same thing, just depends where you learned your English. British English, I would normally say I'm wearing a Christmas jumper, okay? I'm also wearing a scarf today because it is very cold outside and I'm wearing a scarf. So there are 2 common things for winter. On my head, sometimes I might wear a beanie. A beanie. When it's cold outside, I wear a beanie on my head. It can also be this word. Be careful of the pronunciation. Bonnet. We don't pronounce it the same as in English, as in French. Bonnet, we say. Okay, so a Christmas beanie or a bonnet, perhaps. That is when it is really cold outside. And a great word for when it is really cold outside is freezing. Oh, it's freezing outside. When it is freezing outside, yes, I put everything on. My jackets, my jumpers, my scarf, my bonnet, my gloves, and some boots, of course, too, some winter boots. Snow is obviously winter vocabulary, but perhaps you don't know the word sleet. Sleet. Sleet is that horrible snow that's sort of a mix between rain and snow. And when it comes on the ground, it's all yucky, dirty, and yeah, very wet. It's not that beautiful powdery snow that you might have when you go skiing in the Alps or something. No, sleet is that yucky mix between snow and rain. So that's a good word for you for winter vocabulary. When there is sleet on the ground, it can be very, very slippery. Slippery. The footpath where you are walking could be very, very slippery, so be careful. You have to be careful for black ice, of course. Black ice. Very, very careful for that in winter time. Maybe there's also some expressions, some winter expressions, something like you should bundle up before you go outside. To bundle up means to put on a lot of clothes. Really bundle up. It's freezing outside. You should bundle up. Put lots and lots of layers on. Lots and lots of layers on. There are a few expressions that have come from winter, a few idiomatic expressions. I might put those up on the screen for you now because there's quite a few of them, and hopefully that will help you.
I'm snowed under. I'm sorry, but I can't come to the Christmas party. I'm snowed under at work. To put something on ice. I like your idea, but I think that we should put it on ice until we have the money to do it properly.
What mark is your brown guitar behind you? 2 weeks ago, for the last 5-Minute Friday, I had some of my guitars behind me on the wall, and I did have a brown guitar behind me, and this person wants to know what mark it is. Well, in English, we don't say mark. Mark is actually brand. What brand of guitar is my brown guitar? It's actually no brand. I don't have a brand because it was actually built just for me. It's a custom-built guitar that my brother-in-law built for me. And he gave it to me for Christmas, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, which was an amazing Christmas present. Yes, he gave me this and he built it all by himself. So that particular guitar, there is no brand, but it is a very beautiful guitar, and my brother-in-law is very talented indeed. And thank you again for that great present. It was super. Thank you for the people that asked me questions. I will try and be faster next time to answer your questions. If you do have questions, please don't hesitate to ask me, and I will do my best to either answer them in a 5-Minute Friday or directly with a comment on YouTube. See you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.